Grateful to introduce you Dr. Mandava Prasad sir, Professor of Orthodontics in a life of Orthodontic Society, got many fellowships in past 30 years. He is an international member of American Association of Orthodontics. He worked at many reputed colleges in Mangalore, Chhattisgarh and many. Presently working as a HOD of Orthodontics in Narayana Dental College. He was 5 times executive committee member of IOS. Beside all these academic achievements, he is most humble professor who supports students any time of the day. Thank you, sir. We are so grateful to have you, sir.
Thank you, Mans. Manasvi, I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Am
Yes,
I
sir.
audible?
You are audible, sir. Yes, sir.
Audible, clear.
Yes, sir.
So, very good evening, dear friends and all the delegates who have joined throughout the country. It is wonderful to be associated with this group. Please change the slide. I would like to just share a little about myself. Change it. So I started my career at Manipal. Change. And then the MDS at Mangalore, Shetty Dental College, and currently my PhD. I'm in the final year of my PhD at the Dr. MGR University. Yeah. Today's topic is the importance of COVID-19 vaccination. All of us know what has been going on since the last almost 1.5 to 2 years. What is happening with all of us. So the importance of COVID vaccination, all of us should be aware, even though most of our dear students are also here today, along with the delegates from throughout the country, with this very elite group. So the vaccination. So if we vaccinate, all of you know that in the world now, some of the countries are maskless. That is because of vaccination. So you need to tell your neighbors, friends, or families, relatives, everybody. We need to educate. To educate, we should be aware of all these things. Change the slide. So it is wonderful to be associated with this elite group, SHUBAM, NARI, SHAKTI, Mahila, KALYAN, SAMITHI. Very thankful for their invitation. My students have approached me, Dr. Anjali and Manaswini. Manaswini, change. Yeah, change. So this group, all of you know, so you can see here all the things which are there in how many states, and it is so wonderful to see all the things they are doing. So I'm very happy to be associated with this group and talking for them today. It is a great honor for me and our college also. So the next slide, please. So I'll be failing in my duty when Anjali and Manaswini, they came. This was yesterday in my room itself. So I feel very happy. I said no issues, even though it is not my subject. So it is, of course, we should know it thoroughly. Most of our house surgeons who have completed, they are all doing COVID duties since the last 1.5 years, and some of them are really doing well, and they are doing home. They have been called to home duties also. That is really excellent. So next slide. So that with this I will start today's presentation. So the presentation already in the introductory presentation, they were showed some good videos and nice briefing about the COVID-19, the vaccines, the vaccines, what are the vaccines, Pfizer and Moderna, of course, and the mRNA technology. I'll just tell you in detail, little detail about the mRNA technology, what exactly it does. It doesn't harm your DNA. So that is the best part. And the vaccine safety monitoring and the vaccine confidence. We need to instill the vaccine confidence into the general public and our friends, families, and educate them to get vaccinated as early as possible. Next slide. So the currently all of you know, each one of us in India know what are the vaccines available here, the Covishield, Covaxin, and they are trying for the Sputnik, the Russian vaccine, the Sputnik. We don't know when it will reach India, but right now we have only these two options. So all of us, we in the front line, of course, all our students, everybody, our faculty, everybody here, we got vaccinated in mid-Jan, and end of before Jan. So all of us are fine and doing and we behaving normally. So the vaccine doesn't harm anybody. So that is the most important thing. So you see the percentage here. You can see here almost 90% efficiency with your Covishield, and there's other one you have around 81%. They say so. Almost you can get any vaccine, but be sure you take some vaccine and be safe and protect your family, friends, and relatives, everybody. So that is the important thing. Next slide. So this mRNA, this is what the mRNA vaccine. The mRNA is there in the vaccine, and it carries the genetic material that teaches cells how to make a harmless piece of spike protein. Which is found on the SARS-CoV-2 virus. So the cells display, when they inject, the cells display the piece of spike protein on their surface, and then immediately you have an immune response which is triggered inside our bodies. So that is why they do antibody tests, and I have not done, but we have, after the vaccination, we have posted in. You need to post it in your all these groups or WhatsApp, Insta, just to educate people. That will also help them, and that will boost their this thing self-esteem, and they all will get vaccinated. But the more we finish the vaccination in India, the more safe we are, and we can go out freely, and we'll be like exactly like in 2019 how we were, we can be like that. So for that, the vaccination is very important. Next slide. So it doesn't affect our DNA, okay? So it doesn't affect our DNA. So that is the thing. The side effects already in the initial presentation they have told. These are the normal things all of us know. A slight temperature rise and a little bit of headache and muscle ache. These are very common. You give any vaccine even to the child or anybody. So these things are very common. It will just subside off in a couple of days. So nothing serious about these vaccines. So there have been so many trials. We'll come to that later. Next slide. So the next, yes, the healthcare personnel, the frontline warriors, the healthcare personnel are given the priority, and we have been vaccinated in the early part. Then it started with the 45 plus, and like that it started. And you have seen in the second wave what disaster has happened to each one of us have been affected directly or indirectly. So all of you should be aware of this and the importance of vaccination, and you should tell all who are surrounding you and anybody who are reluctant to take the vaccine. You need to educate them and tell them there is nothing, these are the things, these are the good things. Next slide. So already our friend, somebody, they have told us about the myths and the realities. That is very true. And so the vaccine, why it is so safe? So the vaccine, all the trials, all of us know, we keep doing the research here also. related to our orthodontics. But you see here the phase one and phase two, then it moved to several hundreds. What happens in the phase one? They pick up only below 100. Then the phase two, the trial two, then the phase three. You must have been hearing all these things in the media, the WhatsApp groups or what all. Okay, the TV, WhatsApp, Instagram, everywhere. So these are the things. Okay, the phase three, the trials are, it is above 1,000 plus more. So like that, they after the three trials, then the phase four, the vaccine is approved. But then only it has come out. So it is very safe and effective, and it has its benefits. Okay, then the leaving aside the small side effects like fever, headache, and couple of days. Okay, so that you need not bother much about that. Next slide. Sunny. So I'm sorry for this slide changes. Okay, the my remote is not here. It is with Manaswini. Okay, I'm used to controlling it myself. Strategies for mitigating post-vaccination absenteeism. Okay, healthcare personnel should counsel all the people. Okay, so the vaccination should get in phases. If suppose you have 5 6 people in the house, couple of them can get vaccinated on the first day, then on the third day again so a couple of the people, then the remaining, like that. So that will help you in adjusting your this thing, the daily routine. Next slide. So the reality. Next. So the reality is this year, the vaccinated individuals can have a faster recovery after 2 doses of vaccine. So that will boost your immunity after getting vaccinated. So you need to drink lots of water throughout the day, keep yourself hydrated, make sure you make sure you practice yoga, all that pranayama, and that will increase your lung capacity. So that is how it helps you. The food also which you take, and the sleep is also one important thing. Next slide. So the vaccinated individual develop antibodies that will neutralize the virus. To neutralize the virus, the second wave has been so severe, all of you know, specialties. So you need to get vaccinated immediately. I hope all of you are who are in the group are vaccinated, and you should start educating your surroundings, and that will help everybody. Yes, next one. So the benefits can decrease the, yes, definitely the vaccinated. If you have seen the statistics, only the people who have taken the Covishield, only out of 100, only 0.003% are being affected. Rest of the 99.00 something, so there is no effect for them, those who are taken the vaccination. Okay, even these 0.003% who have taken the vaccination are very mild symptoms, and they are out from the hospital very soon. So there are the chances of hospitalization is less, and you need not going for oxygen, all these things. All of you have seen there is no oxygen only last month. It was so severe and so pathetic, and the number of deaths are so much. Okay, even all the graveyards are not even able to accommodate the bodies. All of us know what we went through. So you need to be very careful. And they say now the third wave, the delta plus is coming. So the only remedy is vaccinations. Okay, that is why this today's topic, that's a very important topic. Next slide. So the vaccine, how it works, they have already told you in the introductory presentation. Next one. It will make antibodies. Okay, they will help you keep fighting getting sick from COVID-19. The more people who get vaccinated, we can move back into our normal lives. So that is the most important thing here. We are not able to go for live classes, or we are not able to conduct exams. Everything is cancelled, everything is postponed. So to get back quickly, we need to finish the vaccination. Such a vast population, it has to be done in a very serious thing. Then only we will all be very happy soon. Maybe probably by this year end, we should be safe, all of us. Hopefully, we have to have hope. So next slide. So the vaccines are safe and highly effective against serious illness and hospitalization and death. Next slide. So the vaccines, as I told you, the trials, they go through the different trials based on the small groups to larger groups. Then only the vaccine is cleared. Next slide. The vaccine is only approved after all these steps and done. Various teams of reviewers ensure that it works and is safe. Okay, next one. So this is just a sequence which is given here. This is how the vaccine will go through all these phases. So it is so meticulously done. So we should not have any myths about the vaccine, which is prepared very meticulously. Next slide. So the myths already our friend was told in the start of this the other presentation. Okay, next slide. So this was told, so it does not contain the live virus that causes COVID-19. That means you can't catch anything. Okay, so that is one of the things. Next one. Okay, so the side effects, all of you know, which I have told you already. So these are normal signs. Whenever, even if you poke your body, immediately the normal signs that the body is building protection. Okay, when some injury is there, immediately there is inflammation, there is pain, there is okay, with the pain, and if it is severe, the slight fever, the muscle or muscle aches, all these things. These are very common. Okay, so there is nothing to worry about vaccination. Next slide. Next one. So the vaccine development timeline accelerated with ensuring safety. Okay, so all the trials are done, and the FDA and the CDC all prioritizing review, and they have been excellent work has been done. Yes, next one. Next, yeah. So the challenge, we need to instill confidence in all the general public. We need to instill confidence. You see, if you see what the points, the general public, what they ask is, are there any side effects? No, there are no side effects except for your regular fever, chills, little bit of headache, or some dizziness, of course, in some of the people. So does it work? Yes, it definitely it works, and is it safe? Yes, after all the trials, yes, it is safe. It is clinical trials. It is done on the human beings, so it is very safe. And how much does it cost? Good news, now the government is has announced for us in India. Now it is free as far as the government sector is concerned. Yes, next slide. So the challenge is increasing acceptability. So we need to work as teams, and we need to educate as many as possible. Next slide. So this is we need to build trust in the general population, and get it educate them, and get the vaccinations done at large groups. So the willingness to accept the vaccine falls. So there is some areas there is refusal, and some so who are not educated, and there is passive acceptance. Okay, so they want to wait and see people who have taken are all right, or behaving normally, or everything. So in all these things they keep observing. So we need to tell them so nothing wrong. So give them confidence and get them vaccinated. Next slide. Next. So So the objective is to promote confidence among all healthcare personnel in their decision to get vaccinated and to recommend vaccination to their patients. We need to educate our patients and their families. So then only we will be happy within the year end. We should be safe, all of us. Of course, they say the Delta plus, the third wave is coming, but the only remedy is this, the vaccination. Next slide. So the promote confidence among healthcare and so vaccinate the patients. Next slide. So the strategies, we have some strategies to build vaccine confidence among healthcare personnel. Next slide. So encourage seniors and we can encourage our friends, okay, who are scared about vaccination. Just they can be photographed and they can post it on the social media to educate all the people. Next one. The host discussion with personnel at different levels, okay, to provide a forum for questions and generate ideas how to increase COVID-19 vaccine confidence and make it visible, okay. This all has to be done. And the next one, share your key messages through emails, the posters and channels. And the vaccine confidence starts with you. So we should be the first ones to get vaccinated and show the others that we have done that and post in our websites or social media, etc. Yes. So inform the teams about COVID-19 vaccination. Teach the teams how effective the COVID-19 vaccination works. Next slide. So we need to talk to the patients about COVID-19 vaccines with the patients and explaining them the mRNA COVID-19 and the strong recommendation for COVID-19 vaccinations. Next one. Yeah, this already I told you the clinical training sessions. So the webinars, all like this, exactly like our webinar today. So the webinars have to be conducted through different organizations, all the elite organizations. So this will also help a lot. Next slide. Talk to the, and of course the non-medical staff and the non-medical, non-teaching staff, all these people, we need to educate them, give them confidence and get the vaccination done. Next slide. So the decisions, make the decision to get vaccinated visible and make it visible and celebrate it. Yes, you need to celebrate your vaccination, okay. Post it in the groups or in your WhatsApp groups or wherever, you know. So your profiles or wherever, and we need to help others get the vaccination fast. And of course this is very important, the bonding with your patients. So the bonding with your patients is very important. You need to help them and remove their fears and stress which is built in them about the myths of COVID-19, and so they will be psychologically, they will be free and they will be ready for vaccination. So that's how we can eradicate this COVID-19 virus. Next slide. So all of you know this Delta plus now, the coming thing. That's what they're telling the news, which is all pouring in, that says the Delta plus is there and it is severe in, of course, in this Delta plus is active in Brazil. Of course, some countries they don't follow proper protocols are getting affected, and those who are vaccinated they are very safe. Next slide. So thank you very much, dear friends, for your patient hearing. We will get through this. Be safe and stay healthy. Next slide. Stay safe. So it is still there. We need to be very cautious. Okay. So the next slide. So please feel free to contact me or WhatsApp me if you have any doubts about this, and you can mail me also. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity in joining this elite group. Last slide. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for an enlightening and insightful presentation on COVID vaccine. And so sorry for the technical glitch in the between.
Yeah, no
We
problem,
are
no
gra-
problem.
we are grateful for the time and effort you took to share your thoughts and experience. We are all inspired and well informed by your great words. I think everyone here have got their answers for what they were looking. Feedback forms
Thank you.
will be provided to you at the end. Kindly fill them to avail your e-participation certificates. And if anyone is having doubt right away, you can just put it down in the chat box, and sir is here to help you out.
Hello. Good evening, sir, and good evening, all the members who have joined today. Thank you so much sir, for your valuable time. On the behalf of whole family of Shubham Nari Shakti Mahila Kalyan Samiti, I would like to thank you, and we are very much glad and delightful that you have joined this session and conducted this session as a guest speaker. Thank you so much, sir, for connecting.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
With this, we end our enlightened evening. Thanks to Shubham sir for giving such a great opportunity for organizing this event. And thanks a lot to Shivani ma'am, Sweetie ma'am, and our HOD Shreya and Tushmeet ma'am and team members. So we are at the end. Is anyone have any questions regarding COVID-19 vaccine? I guess everyone are